Okay, hi everyone. We're presenting CollabyBot. My name is Sofia Tracek, and I'm a project leader. And also, there are all my group mates, which is Marshall.
Sorry, I was muted. My name is Marshall, and I was a Scrum leader.
My name is Dan. I'm part of team.
Okay. Next.
My name is Mahara.
So first of all, what is CollabyBot? CollabyBot is a communication and collaboration tool for software development. By installing CollabyBot on their team Discord server, users can get notification about pull requests, issues in their project GitHub repository. Also, CollabyBot is integrated with Jira, allowing users to keep track of the team progress in Jira workspace. They also can view the current sprint and assign issues to different users in Discord using the commands. The main goal of this application is to provide multiple utilities for software development teams in a single place, so they don't have to go out and open the GitHub or open Jira to do that. So who will use it? Our application is primarily aimed at computer science students who are working on a coding project and are looking for an easy way to access multiple collaboration platforms in one space. The main features of our project of CollabyBot is getting summary of project actives, Jira board, sprint, assign and unassign users to tickets in Jira, get live updates from your project GitHub repository, track multiple repositories in the Discord from different channels, and subscribe certain channels and server to certain GitHub event types. Okay, let's move on to actual demo of our project. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Marshall, since we're on the same project team, let's figure out how we're going to collaborate. Last semester, I talked to my group mates via Canvas, but that wasn't convenient for me since my group mates either didn't read my messages there or they forgot that Canvas can be used for communication. Do you know any better collaboration tools that I can use for my software development project?
Yeah, I know of a Discord bot called CollabyBot that's perfect for that. It's integrated with GitHub, so we can keep track of activity in our project's GitHub repository.
Okay, so I never used this tool before. How do I learn what I can do with it?
You just type /commands and the bot will send you a list of commands you can use.
Oh, that's so nice. You said that CollabyBot is integrated with GitHub. Can I get pull request notification from my repository called test repo in this channel so I can see when a pull request is opened without pulling up the repository on GitHub?
You can, but first you need to add the repository using the add command. Then you can send the command pull request test repo from the channel where you want to receive the notifications. Now, if I go open a pull request in that repository, I should get a notification in this channel. Here we go.
Okay, that's cool. But what if I need to see all of the pull requests that are currently open without waiting for a notification?
In that case, you can use the open pull request command. There, CollabyBot responded with a list of open pull requests and links to each of them so you can review them quickly.
Okay, so what about repository commits? Can I get notification for them too?
Yep, just use the commits command to subscribe to commit notifications. If you only want to receive notifications for a certain branch, add the branch name as a third argument in the command. So I'm going to do a branch called test branch. Now I have to go make a commit to that branch.
Sorry, is this my turn? My computer's lagging.
I am wrong one.
Sorry, my connection's really unstable right now. Sorry. Are you just
You're fine. This one's not delivering for some reason. All right. No commits notifications, I guess. Moving on. Okay, have you ever used the issues feature on GitHub, Sophia?
Yes, and it would be really convenient to be notified whenever an issue is opened in my repository so that people can see it and resolve it as soon as possible.
Well, you can do that with CollabyBot too. Just use the issues test repo command. I'll go send an issue notification. There we go.
Can we get notifications from multiple repositories in the same server?
Yep, just add another repository using add. Now get repos show 2 repositories. I'll subscribe to pull request from the new repo and go open a pull request. You know, that one's not going to work. Oops, that was the wrong one. Yeah, this gotta skip this one. Moving on. Okay, the channel is now subscribed to events from both repositories. Dan?
Oh, sorry. So we can set up separate channels for different notifications, right?
Right. So if I go subscribe another channel to say issues from test repo, the notifications will only go to that channel. So I'm going to go to a different channel, use the issues command. And now I'm going to go open up an issue in the second repository. There we go. If you set up dedicated channels like this, you can avoid having a single channel cluttered with all notifications from every repository.
GitHub notifications are great and all, but our team uses other collaborative tools too. For example, we use Jira to track our progress and assign tasks to team members. Can CollabyBot integrate with Jira too?
Actually, it already is integrated with Jira. What exactly did you want to do with it?
Well, for starters, I was hoping I could check the status of a specific Jira issue without having to leave Discord.
You can do that. Just use the Jira command with the issue key as an argument. There, respond with a summary of the issue, including the status.
That's cool, but I noticed that issue hasn't been assigned yet. Can I assign it to someone from Discord?
Yep, you can use the Jira assign command. Just pass the issue ID and the name or email address of the person you want to assign it to. Now, if I use the Jira command on the issue again, it should show me as the assignee.
Okay, but what if I want to change the assignee of a ticket that's already been assigned?
The Jira assign command could do that too. Just use it again with the name of a new assignee. It'll ask if I want to reassign it. Just respond with yes to go ahead. Now, if I use Jira command again, the assignee will be changed. Dan?
Oh, sorry, my mic was off. You've been assigning issues with people's first names, but what if multiple people on the team have the same name and I don't know everyone's email address?
In that case, you'll want to assign the issue using someone's Jira account ID. You can see a list of everyone's account IDs by using the Jira assign command without an assignee argument. So if I want to assign it to you, I would copy your account ID and use that as a third argument. And let me just do Jira command one more time. There we go. Now assign to Dan.
That's all really convenient. But what if,
We skipped something.
sorry?
Well, one last thing about issues. Can I unassign the issue that's already been assigned?
Yep, just use the Jira unassign command. And let's just check, make sure it's unassigned. There we go.
That's all really convenient, but what if I want information about my team's active sprint instead of just a single issue?
There's a command for that too. Just use sprint with the project ID to get a summary of the project's active sprint. If you don't know your project's ID, just use the command with no argument to get a list of projects in your workspace along with their IDs. So do that first. Oops. So our project's ID is 10026, so I'll use that. So it shows you both a list of issues and a burn down chart showing how many story points you have left, or how many have been completed and how many are left. And the issues themselves are paginated, so you can just page through them using these buttons. And this is the burn down chart. And that's it.
Do you have any questions?
Really awesome job, guys. Yeah, I do have some questions. So what was the most challenging part of building this?
I'll answer if nobody else has anything to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
My opinion. Figuring out the webhooks in the beginning was pretty hard. And figuring out like authentication pretty hard, and we didn't actually manage to figure that out in the end.
Uh,
At least not
yeah.
in a good way.
So if you were ever to, or would you recommend a project like this or continuing a project, this project to students that are coming into the Capstone course next semester or down the road?
I definitely would. I would say do a bit more serious research into how OAuth works than we did. Especially like we wanted to have a GitHub app that could be installed and that would handle that. And also like a Jira app, but we just didn't have time for that. So,
All right.
and I want to say real quickly, that problem that I had, it was not because of anything in the code. I was sending the wrong payload from GitHub. So can I just like do the right one real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was God, which one is, maybe I don't have it here because none of these are from the right branch. I don't know what happened because I thought all of these payloads were to the test branch, but it looks like none of them are. So I'm just going to do commits test repo main and send it because that one should work. Because these payloads are all in the main branch.
While you're working on that, what how
that was my bad.
Cool. That's awesome. How was your team testing this application? I mean, there's so many commands and notifications. How did you all keep up with that?
We tested it manually.
So did you test it manually, like every time a new feature was added, or because there's so many that's
yeah.
Yeah. Like every time we open a pull request in one of the like demo channels, we would just make sure all the commands that have been made up to then were still working.
All right. That's awesome.
All right. On this issue?
Yeah.
It was, we didn't have a whole lot of options for writing automated tests for the Discord bot, to be honest.
Okay.
There was a library that's supposed to do it, but it doesn't work with this version of the Discord library that we're using. So
So testing a Discord bot is challenging.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And can I also add something to that question? Like, do I recommend people doing this sort of project?
Yeah.
So like there's like pros and cons. I definitely recommend because you will learn, like in this project, we use Jira and GitHub API, and also we learn about like some API doing it like ourselves, like receiving the webhooks. So I think like when you're a student in college and you're about to graduate and you're going to do like real life software development, it's kind of cool to see like how people who are actually paid to do it, right? So like you gain experience how they design the API. Maybe you'll learn like some of the system design yourself. But the problem is like with the automation is like we have so many moving parts that GitHub, that feature. So at some point it gets very complex, like to keep track and like making sure that like, oh, we added this new feature, but do our previous features work? So like it adds stuff to the testing, and it's just like a lot of moving parts is the con, kind of. It's the disadvantage. So yes, for sure, you'll learn a lot, but you have to enjoy pain too sometimes.
I have one more thing to say on that.
Absolutely. But I really love that response. Yeah.
It's definitely a good way to learn how to read an API. I did a lot of that.
Yeah. That's yeah, a really amazing job. And I love the learning objectives and everything on this project. So great job. Yeah. We have 2 more projects. The next one up is Fashion Finder. Really great job, CollabyBot. really it's really awesome. Mhm. Jonathan, I don't think we can hear you.
Hello?
There we go. We can hear you now.
Okay.